Forgot to start recording, so I did the basic sequence of starting up there. We're actually at the flight plan right now. What I was saying beforehand was we were cleared from Miami International Airport to JFK. We followed our flight plans, so we're set to go. Um, Everything is aligned, everything is started up pretty much. We're going to start the APU now, just so we're about ready to push back. And Miami is departing runway. It's Fort Lauderdale, I'm sorry. Miami is departing runways 8 left, 8 right, 9 left. So, what I typically do just for planning purposes, instead of having to ask them, is I'll pull up SimBrief and I will get the airport information for Miami. Since we have Navigraph, the cool part about them is that they are able to put your aircraft's location in the actual map, so you know where you're going in taxi. And taxi is one of the hardest ones to do, just because it's hard to see the taxi markings there, and if you don't have the charts, it's going to be very hard to navigate. So if we're going to do 8 left or 8 right, we're probably going to get taxi out of Zulu, hold short, runway 12. They'll give us a crossing, and we'll probably go down Mike to Mike 1, and probably get 8 right or 8 left. Or if they vector us out of 9, we'll probably take Yankee, Tango. I'm sorry, we'll probably take Yankee to Sierra 1, full approach runway. We'll see what they give us. We're going to prepare for it anyway, so you guys are just right here in time to do the flight plan. So I'm just doing the Miami International JFK. I'm inputting our departure right now. I'm going to assume that we're closed. They're probably going to give us 09 right. We're coming out of there at the Valley 2 departure. I'm going to insert that. And our flight plan is there. So we're going to do Valley. Let's see if that was right. Oh, it's already in Valley, so we'll clear that out. So just for your, just for your reference, our route is going to be right here. So our next is Wolfo. And since it's doing that, I am just going to put this on another screen and fill it out. We're going direct there. We're going to go to DIW. DIW. That's right. Insert that. Go to flight plan page. Let's make sure we have AR 18 as our routing. So we'll click here. Airways. AR 18. Valley 2. Direct Wolf with the other. So it did it automatically. I've had some issues with that in the past. It seems to be doing that. I don't know if it was the fix, but it looks like it's working there. And then we're going to go direct Wetro. Okay. And after Wetro, we're going to go direct CB. Done there. Direct Sierra Whiskey Lima. It's this one. And then we're going to go Sierra India Echo. So west, okay. So I'm not exactly sure exactly where that is, so let's verify. We're going to search on Navigraph, Sierra India Echo. I know it's a different name, but I can't figure it out right now. I'm gonna check something. West 74. This is probably it. We'll check it in our flight plan once we get done. And our arrival is Cameron 4. It's probably going to be ILS 22 left, and then we'll just do Cameron 4. Fix that later. Not exactly sure what's going on yet. We probably know what it is, but I do want to check the SIE that I put in. So let's check the airways for that. Valley 2, Wolfo, AR-2 direct Weibo, direct CB. That's right. Okay. Let's check the flight plan page. So I forgot to turn the beacon on, but I'll turn on the lights now so that we have... Alright, let's check our flight plan. Alright. Major discontinuities. Cameron. Good. It looks good. Everything is there. We're just gonna check altimeter is 2986. Overcast there. Let us call up virtual ATC since my engines aren't on. And just ignore that for now.
Delivery Redwood 1948 IFR to Kennedy, ready to copy. Redwood 1948 is cleared to Kennedy Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 27 climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119.45 squawk 6166. Redwood 1948, did you copy? Redwood 1948 cleared to Kennedy Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 27 climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure on 119.45 squawk 6166. Redwood 1948 readback is correct. Contact ground on 120.35 when ready to taxi.
I'm going to turn our parking brake off. We're going to push back.
Ground Redwood 1948 requesting pushback. Redwood 1948.
I'm going to go ahead and start engine 1 while we're pushing back. Set flaps to 1. Oh, no, we're not going to do that yet. We're going to wait till the runway. Let's go back to our plan mode. So the cool part about the mod is actually, from what I've seen on YouTube videos, and actual pilots are saying that this is pretty accurate comparatively how like the mode changes in an actual Airbus, which is pretty cool. They also have an updated checklist for this. So hold on one sec. Let me go outside real quick. Let me see when we're going to start a pushback. I had this livery on Virgin America. I was just messing around and just checking it out, and I actually ended up leaving it on, so we're not going to fly with default livery here. This is one of the liveries that they've come out with on the sim. Alright, we can stop the pushback. I have enough room to maneuver.
Ground Redwood 1948 requesting the end of pushback.
Alright.
Redwood 1948 request to end pushback received.
Alright, PSI is good. Looks stable. Engine 1 on. I'm gonna set our frequencies because I gotta get into I gotta contact Miami ground. So it'd be 121800. And then Miami Tower be 11830. 12180 for ground. Tower is 11830. We'll set that.
And American 961 cross runway 12 at uniform. Taxi to gate via uniform, Papa, Whiskey, November.
Okay, engine
Cross
1 is rolling out.
to the gate via Papa Whiskey November, American
We're
961.
going to put our squawk code on
Confirm, good evening.
2167. He'll see us now.
And American 8257, confirm ready to copy.
British copy, 8257.
8257, clear to the Orlando airport via the head tag to departure. Headlead transition, then as filed. Climb and maintain 5,000, expect flight level 260, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is going to be on Miami departures, 119.45, and squawk 1301.
We'll wait for his readback. We'll get our taxi clearance, and I'll show
Alrighty,
you
and we
where...
are clear to Orlando as filed, climb via the HTAG 2, 5,000 initially. We'll expect a 260, 10 minutes after departure. Departure is going to be on 119.45 and squawk 1301.
American 8257, readback is correct. Push is at your discretion, call ready for taxi, expect runway 8 right.
Alrighty, push out discretion and we'll call for taxi, American 8257.
Miami Grand, good evening. November 616 Alpha Sierra with Delta, ready to taxi.
Number 616 Alpha Sierra. Roger, you already got your clearance, correct?
Roger.
Good afternoon, Miami Ground, 882 Tango Bravo, off runway 9.
82 Tango Bravo, Roger, welcome to Miami. Taxi and hold short, runway 12 at uniform.
Alright, holding short of 180.
616 Alpha Sierra, runway, do you got runway 8 right or runway 9er?
I could take either. It looks like runway 9er is an easier taxi for where I am.
Roger, 616 Alpha Sierra, runway 9er, taxi via Romeo Sierra.
Runway 9er, taxi via Romeo Sierra, November 6 Alpha Sierra.
Miami Ground, Southwest 410 on
Alright.
case 9 off of runway 8 left.
Southwest 410, Miami Ground, good evening, safe parking.
We'd like to go to gate D8, please. Southwest 410.
Alright, perfect. So
Southwest
we're going to
410,
taxi
Roger,
via...
right there where you're at Kilo 9. hold
Romeo
short,
is here.
runway
Sierra is
26
there.
right at
We're
Kilo
just going to
10.
make a right, and we're going to go there. So,
Hold
since
short
we're going to
at
get ready to
Kilo
taxi, we're about to go to
Southwest
the
410.
runway. I just want to verify that
And I'm
we
gonna
have
on Miami Ground, just caution, there should
runway
be a
9
company Airbus
on a Valley
pushing
2
back
departure.
from,
We're good to go.
gate
5,000 feet is
B40
our
in
initial
a
altitude.
moment.
We're going to use
Okay,
the
well, watch out for the
FMS
traffic,
to
American
essentially
961.
fly the plane for us during the departure. And
November 882 Tango Bravo, safe parking.
that is it. We're going to head over to runway 9. We're going to take an outside view.
82 Tango
And-
Bravo, Roger. Hold short, runway
Put
12
Navigraph
uniform.
up there.
Alright, hold it for 124. Tango Bravo.
Essentially, it's a left turn and a right turn. Alright. So again, once before we do that, I just like to check. I always forget something. We have flaps to take off. Ground spoilers are armed. Parking brake is off. We have tower frequency here. We'll switch to that and put on departure afterwards. Autopilot, auto throttle is not on yet. Aircraft is good to go, fully configured. APU is off. Engine mode is normal, which you got to make sure we do. All lights are on. we're good to go. All right. Taxi left. I'm also going to shut this off since we don't need that.
Number 882 Tango Bravo, cross runway 12 at uniform, and taxi to signature via cross runway 12 at uniform, then Victor, all the way down, hold short, runway 8 right at Mike 1.
Alright, crossing 12 uniform, the Victor holding short 8 right on Mike. 882 Tango Bravo.
82 Tango Bravo is correct. Just to confirm your taxi choice is going to be cross runway 12 there where you are at uniform, left on a Papa, and hold short runway 8 right at Mike 1.
Alright, correction, left on Papa, hold short of 8 right on Mike. 882 Tango Bravo.
Oh, too fast.
8 firm.
I'm going to try to actually stick to the right way to do things instead of just rushing around. I know there's not a lot of traffic here, but I'm going to try to make this as close to how the airliners do it as possible.
Via cross runway 26 right
Again,
at Kilo 10,
I'm not exactly 100% sure of how to do everything the right way. I mean, between YouTube videos and what you can read, you get so much, but it's only going to really work out with you for practice. The cool part about it, too, is you see all the traffic on VATSIM. Let me actually pull up VATSPY and kind of show you the traffic that's in the air right now. So, just to kind of show everybody how VATSPY works, you know, obviously everybody, it's a completely volunteer service, very professional gentlemen and women that run the ATC between different centers, and I'm actually going for one of my initial certifications, so we'll see how that goes. But to kind of show you,
taxi to your gate via
runway 9 or 090, so we have 3,000 feet probably on approach, 3,000 feet, 991 feet. They're making a landing soon, so that's essentially the traffic that you'll see there. Oh, I slow down a little bit. Yeah, let's hurry because I know they probably do have a pretty decently busy airspace.
And Miami ground, American 8257, ready for taxi.
American 8257, runway 8 right. Taxi via November 6, Mike.
Taxi to 8 right via November 6, Mike. American 8257.
Miami Grand November 6 Alpha Sierra. Am I going in at Sierra 2 or Sierra 1?
616 Alpha Sierra all the way to the end on Sierra 1 and contact the tower 18-3. We'll see you.
Tower 18-3. Thank you, November 6 Alpha Sierra.
And 6 Alpha Sierra, just confirm you're squawking mode Charlie.
I'm squawking mode Charlie. Should I reset?
Affirmative, thanks. Over to tower. We'll see you.
Roger, November 6 Alpha Sierra. Alright, we'll make sure we're squawking mode Charlie. It seems like we are because it's saying mode C here for me. I don't know exactly why they're not seeing me, but we'll check. I'm gonna stop here.
We're going short Tango 8 here.
Rocket 1285, ground hello, see parking.
Tower, good evening, November 616 Alpha Sierra with you, Sierra for runway 9.
Squirrel 616 Alpha Sierra Miami Tower, hold short runway 9 traffic on 2 mile final.
Roger, hold short on runway 9, 2 traffic final, November 6 Alpha Sierra. So this is our hold short point. Is right there is our hold short point. You see that marked by 2 solid lines and a dash. That's the whole short. Now, it is etiquette, and I've seen this in YouTube videos with actual pilots, that probably should turn off the lights before an aircraft touches down. So we're going to turn off our
Tower American
landing lights.
1151 is short of 8 right, Lima 7. Looking for,
Take
I
the
believe,
2
either
nose
spot
life
8 or
off
spot
first.
7.
We're not going to need it anyway.
American 1151, cross runway 8 right at Lima 6, join Mike, contact Miami ground 121.8.
Just confirm I'm Lima 6, not Lima 7. The sign over here says Lima 7.
American 1151, I see you on Lima 7, so just taxi straight across on runway 8 and cross runway 8 right and contact Miami ground 121.8.
Alright, ground on the other side. We're crossing the 8 right.
So that's the cool part. This is the traffic that was on 2 Mile Final.
American 1480, ILS 9.
There's more of them coming in.
American 1480, Miami Tower, winds 1207, runway 9, clear to land number 2.
Number 2, cleared to land.
He's 1, he's 2. I might get a lineup and wait or a no delay.
2233 on the
We'll see.
downwind, RNAV 8 left.
WestJet 2233, Miami Tower, winds 1207.
I like this
runway
livery,
8
it's
left,
nice.
clear
It's
to
got
land
the little
number 2.
American flag accent
Clear to
on it.
land 08 left. WestJet 2233.
Surprised I didn't get a lineup and wait yet. They're probably landing this one on final, and there's probably, it looks like another one behind him. Let's check. Should be okay. While we're here, actually, let me switch the departure frequency, which is 119.45. So in order to do VATSIM, you should probably familiarize yourself with the NATO phonetic alphabet, which is like Alpha Bravo, Charlie Delta Echo. Most people, you know, try to find other words for it, but that's the standard phraseology that ATC uses, is the NATO phonetic alphabet. So that's something that, if you're interested in flying a simulator with VATSIM, that's one of the things you should first look at. Speaking to tower, ground, and everything else. It does get a little confusing, a little intimidating your first flight, especially with a new simulator, new plane, lag issues. It is there, but it does make the sim very realistic in terms of when you fly, and it's not just boring. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna taxi to the runway, take off, fly, let the autopilot do it, have the virtual traffic controller. I mean, it's cool when you first do it, but
Number 616 Alpha Sierra, runway 9, line up and wait.
line up and wait. November 6 Alpha Sierra. The good thing too is, like, when you have a co-pilot in the real aircraft, you really have
Miami Tower, American
the time
857,
to
ready
have
go
them do
at
the
runway
rest
8
of
right.
this, the rest of these checklists. So it's going to be a little off for me to line up in the middle of the runway. I had actually the camera setting there, but I'm lining up right now. We got to be ready to go. We're probably going to get a no delay just because there's traffic landing behind them, but
American 857, winds 120 at 7.
take off.
Arnav Potter, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, we got all the lights on. We're good to go.
That's for 8257, right?
2986, altitude is set, throttles. We'll get there. AP, autopilot will set around. Depends on how much lag I get. If I get a ton of lag, it's coming on as soon as I get positive rate gear up. If I'm not getting a lot of lag, I will try to keep it somewhat on manual flying, but it's just to do everything else with the autopilot, the switching and everything else, I have to move different switches. Not everything's programmed to my flight stick. So that's one of the challenges with flying an actual...
Miami Tower, November 1 Charlie is off on Kilo 7 and taxi to Miami Tech.
Number 1 Mike, Charlie, contact Miami ground 121.8.
And 18, see ya.
Yeah, if there's not a lot of lag, I'll do it myself. It's pretty easy to fly the Airbus, especially with auto throttles on. So we'll get there. Our V1 speeds are 128. I don't think that's right, but again, since the fly-by-wire team's working on this mod and it's still in the early stages,
Twin Comanche, November
I think that
145,
we'll eventually be able to
local
enter in our own
advisory
V
left.
speed, like our V1 or V rotate or V2 speeds through a calculator.
7, runway 8 left, clear to land. Clear to land 8 left, we're keeping the speed up for Twin Comanche 570 inform.
Miami, good day, American 312 on the LS9er. Good evening.
Oh, they forgot about me.
312, Miami Tower, winds 1207, runway 9er, clear to land, traffic to depart prior to arrival.
Clear to land 9er, American 312, hold it.
Did I get? Tower, November 6 Alpha, 616 Alpha Sierra, did you give me a clearance to take off?
November 616 Alpha Sierra, not yet.
Roger, just wanted to make sure.
American 8257, contact departure.
I thought I missed it because I was
Over
talking.
to departure,
But when you gave me
American
clearance to
82,
land,
good day.
that's what confused me. I'm gonna go sterile cockpit until about 10,000 feet. So just watch the departure. Hopefully I don't mess it up, and hopefully we don't get a lot of lag.
Miami Tower, Flop 5, Mike Whiskey towards 3000 till Vicus on the RDAF 8 left.
Pilatus 5 Mike Whiskey, Miami Tower, winds 120 at 7, runway 8 left, clear to land number 2.
8 left, clear to land, we're number 2.
Number 616 Alpha Sierra, winds 120 at 7, RNAV Ricky, runway 9er, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, November 6 Alpha Sierra. Stable. Toga. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Europe. Flaps up. Actually, I'm gonna go autopilot. I haven't flown out of Miami in a while, so we're gonna do that. Alright, we can pull back the throttles now to climb power.
American 1480, hold the short of unit 4.
American 1480, contact Miami ground 121.8.
Switch me.
Number 616 Alpha Sierra, contact departure, good day.
Contact departure, November 6 Alpha Sierra, good day. Departure, November 616 Alpha Sierra, good evening. 2400 for 5,000.
Number 616 Alpha Sierra, Miami departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 7,000. Correction, climb and maintain 16,000 and proceed direct valley.
Climb maintain 16,000, proceed direct valley, November 6 Alpha Sierra. Alright, we're gonna go 16,000.
American 8257, climb and maintain 16,000.
And we're gonna go direct valley.
Up to 16,000, 8257.
This is easy. Direct valley. Perfect. Flaps are up, gears are up. After check, we'll pull up this checklist. Like a huge checklist with the A320 fly-by-wire mod. I mean, seriously impressed with it. Alright, so after takeoff, APU bleed as required, APU master switch as required, are both off. Engine mode selectors normal. We checked that. TARA not yet done. Anti-ice protection not required at Miami. During our climb, flight plan, climb, barometric pressure is standard. Standard won't go on until 18,000 feet or flight level 180. Realtit doesn't need. Okay. What is going on?
Number 616 Alpha Sierra, contact the Miami Center, 119.82.
119.82, November 616 Alpha Sierra.
American 8257, contact Miami Center 135.17.
118.
Over to Miami Center, 12. Wait, can you set the frequency again?
135.17.
135.17, American 8257.
May approach, good evening, November 616 Alpha Sierra, with you 6800 for 16,000. I don't know what's going on, why that was over speeding, but that is a little weird. That's gotta be an issue.
I'm sorry, who was calling?
November 616 Alpha Sierra.
November 616 Alpha Sierra, Miami approach, state position again?
We're about 54 miles south of Valley, 6,900 feet. Go back to climb. Engage selected altitude. We're going to manage speed. I don't understand why we're not climbing. It's a little weird. I'm going to leave auto throttle on climb power. I'm going to climb myself. I don't know what's going on right now.
Number 6 Alpha Sierra, I believe you're on the wrong frequency. What frequency were you last assigned?
I can go back and ask him again. I'm sorry about the confusion. Maybe departure November 616 Alpha Sierra. Can I get that frequency again, please?
Who's the aircraft calling?
November 616 Alpha Sierra.
We're 616 Alpha Sierra, that's Miami Center 119.82.
119.82, November 616 Alpha Sierra. Thank you.
No problem.
Miami Center, good evening, November 616 Alpha Sierra, climbing 11,000 for 16,000.
Number 616 Alpha Sierra, Miami Center, hello, climb maintain level 350.
Climb maintain flight level 350, November 6 Alpha Sierra. Alright, we got our cruising altitude. Selected altitude mode. Speed mode is managed. Don't understand what that was doing before. But I guess it's going to go to 320 first, get that speed, climb up to flight level 350. Don't exactly know why I probably forgot to program something into the FMC since this is the new mod and I was using the default A320. It could be that the speeds weren't properly put in. Manages 320, that's fine. For the climb. Cruise is at 285, which is probably Mach 0.782, so we have that. I mean, everything looks right. I'll get all that information later when we get closer, but that's not, yeah, that's weird that wasn't climbing initially. It's always good to, if you have an issue, you're climbing out, there's ATC, there's traffic that you know that's there, just turn the autopilot off, go to your climb. For the majority of the time, too, you're going on a straight line once the autopilot vectors you in anyway. So that's not a hard thing for any new simmers that are trying to that have ever done this. That's what I would recommend specifically for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, just because that I know that there's still bugs here, and I'm also using a modded version which could still have bugs, but you know, for the most part, everything works right. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen in the new mod. I've seen it happen a couple of times in the default version, but we'll take a look at that. We're making our climb now. We're going direct to Valley, and then we're gonna head out to sea. It's gonna be pretty quiet. I think we'll get Miami Center, then we'll get Jacksonville Center, DC Center, New York Center, New York Center, New York approach. The flight time is about 2 hours 20 minutes. I'm not sure that they're all going to be online at that time. So we'll see. I'm actually going to pull up Discord right now and find out if New York Center and Approach are going to be online. I mean, that's fine. I've taken off New York plenty of times, so it won't be too bad. But all right, let me see. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of what we do in terms of the sim brief with all the charts. I know everything looks pretty confusing here, but a lot of the software does it automatically for you. So we took off runway 9er. We went direct to Valley, which I believe is here. Sorry. Here. Yep. We're gonna head north. This is AR-18.
2692, Miami approach is closing and so am I. Red services terminated. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
You too.
So it's AR-18 all the way up to ETAC. And these are the high route airways that we take. So we're gonna end up hitting land back at Dixon, VR. Head J174 all the way, I believe this is Patuxent, PXT. No, it's CB, okay. Snow Hill, Rads, Sea Isle. SIE is Sea Isle. Okay, so this is the Cameron 4 approach. Once we hit Sea Isle, we make our Cameron 4 approach, which I don't have the charts for. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, 214 contact, Miami Center 132.15.
Cameron approach.
132.15.
There's Sea Isle, Hogs, Cameron. So we got to be down at 11,000 feet. This is the most current air axis.
Number 616 off of fair contact, Miami Center 132.15.
32.15, November 6 Alpha Sierra. Miami Center, good evening. November 616 Alpha Sierra with you. Flight level 233 for flight level 350. Yeah, 135.10, 132.10. Sorry, it's 132.10. I'm messing these all up. Miami Center, good evening. November 616 Alpha Sierra with you. Flight level 245 for flight level 350.
Number 616 Alpha Sierra, Miami Center. Hello, direct to ETAC.
Direct ETAC, November 616 Alpha Sierra. ETAC, Center, November 616 Alpha Sierra. Can I get the vectors for that? I'm sorry, the waypoint identifier?
Number 616 Alpha Sierra, Alpha Sierra, ETECK, ETAC.
Roger, thank you. That's weird. I didn't ETECK. Alright, let's go direct ETAC. I'm just curious where that is. So it seems like a different.
It's W25 radio check.
It is on the plan. Why was that not? I mean, that's on the AR-18.
Loud and clear.
Roger, can we get a descent, please?
Yeah, that's weird that I don't
cross highly
see
at
it.
13,000, altimeter 29908.
Yeah, that is weird.
That's for 29908 and cross Hilly at 13,000 for number 35.
Yeah, that was weird.
Southwest 2518, climb and maintain flight level 380.
Climb and maintain flight level 380, Southwest 2518.
JetBlue 225, contact Jacksonville Center 125.05.
25.05, JetBlue 225, have a good night.
Okay.
Miami approach Southwest 9432, descending out of 16,000 for 8,000, direct jingle.
Southwest 9432, Miami Center, hello.
Miami Center, this is Delta 181 at 290 for 10, direct Scott.
Delta 181, Miami Center to Miami, altimeter 2988.
2988 for Delta 181.
Miami, TBM 729 Golf, test level 210.
Number 1700 Golf, Miami Center, roger, break, American 825, American, contact Jacksonville Center 125.05.
125.05, good thing. American 825.
Miami Center 829 Delta with you, 330 for 470.
Number 829 Delta, Miami Center, good evening. Number 829 Delta, turn 50 degrees left vector for traffic.
Yeah, that was blocked.
Number 829 Delta, turn 20 degrees left vector for traffic. November 829 Delta, November 829 Delta, turn 20 degrees left vector for traffic.
Miami Center, hello, Boeing 155 Charlie Fox at flight level 350 Mach 72.
Number 155 Charlie Fox from Miami Center, good evening, maintain Mach .76.
Mach .76 for 5 Charlie Fox.
November Whiskey Romeo 1, you hear?
Yep, Fabulous 1, flight level 370.
I think you said Fabulous. Fabulous 1, if that's your name. Clear direct to Scott.
Direct Scott, Fabulous 1, thanks.
Fabulous 85, flight level 350 at speed Mach 75.
Fabulous A5 Miami Center, clear direct Scott, maintain Mach .78.
Mach 78, clear direct Scott, Fabulous 85.
Fabulous 1, cross Scott at 10,000, the Miami altimeter 2988.
Roger, we'll cross Scott at and maintain 10,000, Fabulous 1.
Spirit Wings 873, contact Miami approach 125.75.
125.75, have a good day. Miami approach, Spirit Wings 873 with you, 13,000.
Spirit Wings 873, contact Miami approach 125.75.
Gotta be kidding me. Center, November 616 Alpha Sierra. I have a sim malfunction where my autopilot is wacky. Can I get a vector real quick?
November 616 Alpha Sierra, oh yeah. Turn left heading 030.
030, November 6 Alpha Sierra.
American 2692. American 2692, if you're here, contact approach 124.85.
Okay, that's weird.
Southwest 9432, contact Miami approach 124.85.
124.85, Southwest 9432.
November 829 Delta, clear direct Honed. JetBlue 25, contact Miami approach 125.75.
Contact Miami approach on 125.75. Good night.
Good night, November 829er Delta, clear direct Honed. Fabulous 85, cross Scott at 10,000, the Miami altimeter 29er88.
Cross Scott at 10,000 and 88 altimeter, Fabulous 85.
Delta 181, contact Miami approach 124.85.
124.85 for Delta 181.
Number 616 Alpha Sierra E-Tech is now about a 020 heading, so just when able, direct to E-Tech.
Sorry, direct E-Tech, November 616 Alpha Sierra. Just for your advisory for you, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the autopilot, but it looks like it's fixed itself.
Okay.
Okay, that's really weird that as soon as we hit Valley, it just kind of went wonky. But we're gonna keep an eye on it and see what's actually going on, because that's 181 miles away. It really shouldn't have put me on that turn. Luckily we have it recorded, so maybe I could screenshot it or record it, send it either to Microsoft or the 8320 team and figure out what the bugginess is about.
November 20272 at 5,000 en route to Fort Lauderdale.
November 20272, Miami Center, squawk 4613.
4613 in the box, 20272.
Miami Center, Lear 59 with you, flight level 180.
Lear 59, Miami Center, squawk 4630.
4630, Lear 59.
November 829 Delta, contact Jacksonville Center, 125.05.
Miami Center, good evening, Delta 25 with you, flight level 350.
United 214, cross
highly at 13,000. The Miami altimeter 2988. Sorry, it is a late descent. You'll need to start down now with a good rate. If you can't make it, let me know.
Alrighty, over cross highly at 13,000, United 214
And Delta 25, Miami Center, roger. Break Lear 59, radar contact 20 miles west of Bimini. Descend and maintain 6,000, altimeter 2988.
Down to 6,000, Lear 59.
Number 20272, radar contact 10 miles east of Bimini. Maintain, say your current altitude.
20272, we're at a 5,000.
Thank you. Number 20272, maintain 4,000, altimeter 2988.
Maintain 4,000, altimeter 2988, 20272.
United 214, how's that descent look? Is that going to be okay?
Yeah, it's looking good for now, United 214
Thank you. November 155, Charlie Foxtrot, resume normal speed, cross jingle at 8,000, the Miami altimeter 2988.
Cross jingle at 8,000, normal speed for 5 Charlie Fox.
We're shining bright like a diamond up here.
Lear 59er, contact Miami approach 124.85.
Miami approach 2485, Lear 59, see you.
See ya, number 20272, say again. And last call in center, say again.
This is Spirit Wings 83 with you at flight level 260, climbing 270.
Spirit Wings 83, Miami Center, hold on. November 739, Golf Golf, clear direct jingle, cross jingle at 8,000, the Miami altimeter 2988.
Okay, clear direct jingle, cross jingle at 8,000, Golf Golf.
It's windy.
Fabulous 85, reduce speed to 250, say airspeed now.
Fabulous 85, we're doing 320 right now, we'll reduce to 250.
Thank you. And Fabulous 1, maintain 280 knots.
Maintaining 280, Fabulous 1.
Spear wings 83, direct to Highly. Spear wings 83, cleared direct Highly.
Direct Highly, Spirit 83.
United 214, contact Miami approach 124.85.
124.85, see ya, United 214.
See ya.
Miami Center, good evening, Brickyard 4590. Just took off out of Nassau and bound for Miami.
And Brickyard 4590, say again your location.
And Brickyard 4590, we're about 32 miles from Nico, heading towards Miami. Just took off out of Nassau.
Oh, Nassau, okay. I thought you said National, as in Washington National. That would be confusing. Brickyard 4590, squawk 4767.
4767 for Brickyard 4590.
Brickyard 4590, radar contact 30 miles east of Nico, say altitude.
And we just passed 10,200.
Thank you, Brickyard 4590, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Alright, we'll climb and maintain flight level 200, Brickyard 4590.
And, Fabulous 1, contact Miami approach 124.85.
2485, Fabulous 1.
Miami Center, good evening, it's American 553 Heavy with you, 12,000, climbing 16,000.
American 553 Miami Center, hello, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, American 553 Heavy.
Air 20272, we're requesting a descent down to 3,000. Turbulence.
November 20272, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3,000, thanks. 20272.
And are you in the left turn back towards decal? Number 20272, when able, direct decal.
Direct decal, 20272.
Oh, I'm sorry, you don't even have that. Your route just ends at Bimini. Okay. Number 20272, just go direct to Fort Lauderdale Airport.
Direct Fort Lauderdale, 20272.
Fabulous 85, contact Miami approach 124.85.
2485 for Fabulous 85. You stay fabulous.
You too, buddy. November 155, Charlie Fox, contact Miami 124.85.
2485 for 5 Charlie Fox. Thanks for the ATC. Have a great night.
Seattle 25, code direct to Scott, cross Scott at 10,000, the Miami altimeter 2988.
Yes, Scott and cross Scott at 10,000, Delta 25.
Spirit Wings 83, I show you very far off course to the left. Turn right direct to Hiley.
Direct to Hiley, Spirit 83.
Backyard 4590, after Bowie, slightly flipper 7 arrival.
Alright, we'll change to the flipper 7 for Brickyard 4590.
Good evening, approach November 182 Charlie Whiskey with a request.
November 182 Charlie Whiskey, go ahead.
Yes, sir, we're Skyhawk 172. We just departed Mary Island climbing to 3000. We'd like to request RNF GPS for Titusville, Kilo Tango India X-ray for runway 9er.
November 182 Charlie Whiskey, squawk 4524.
4524 Charlie Whiskey.
Number 937 Tango Bravo, you here?
Miami Center, 937 Tango Bravo 16000.
Number 937 Tango Bravo, Miami Center, good evening. The Sebring altimeter 2988. Number 182 Charlie Whiskey, radar contact 15 miles north of the Melbourne VOR. You're outside of my airspace, just waiting on a handoff to Jacksonville here. November 182 Charlie Whiskey for further advisories, contact Jacksonville Center 125.05.
125.05, thank you, have a good night.
Yeah. November 20272, contact Miami approach 124.85.
2485, 20272.
Right here, 4590, clear direct flipper.
Direct flipper, Brickyard 4590.
American 553, clear direct Ucoca.
Clear direct Ucoca, American 553, heavy.
American 2527.
Yeah, he was unresponsive in Nassau, so it's going to be hard to contact him.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
November 739 Golf Golf, contact Miami approach 124.85.
124.85, Golf Golf.
Miami Center, good evening, Delta 241, climbing 160.
Delta 241 Miami Center, hello, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb maintain 220, Delta 241.
Break yard 4590, cross flipper at 12000, the Miami altimeter 2988.
Flipper 2 at 12000, altimeter 2988, break yard 4590.
Delta 25, contact Miami approach 124.85.
2485, Delta 25.
November 616 Alpha Sierra, contact Jacksonville Center 125.05.
125.05, November 6 Alpha Sierra. Have a great evening.
You too.
Flight level 190, please.
November 2 Echo Whiskey, let me just find this fixed, standby.
Jack Center, good evening, November 616 Alpha Sierra with you, flight level 350, 10 miles south of ETEC.
November 2 Charlie Whiskey, cleared at Cujin, intercept the final approach course for runway 9er.
Can you repeat clear direct to which waypoint? 2 Charlie Whiskey?
Cujin, Charlie Uniform, Juliet Echo November, it's the initial approach fix.
Direct to Cujin to Charlie Whiskey and intercept the final
it
approach.
happens to happen there, you're clear transition Atlantic class Bravo airspace. Southwest 2070, clear direct Larry.
Direct Larry 2070.
And there was somebody else checking in for Jack Center. Yeah, whoever checked in, sounds like 6 Alpha Sierra, it's all white noise, no voice. There was somebody else checking in for Jack Center out of somewhere. Just didn't catch the call sign, I was busy doing some other stuff.
Center, I believe that was me, November 616 Alpha Sierra at ETEC, flight level 350.
What was the call sign again?
November 616 Alpha Sierra.
Oh, November 616 Alpha Sierra Jack Center, roger, thanks.
Center, November 6 Alpha Sierra.
Good.
I was having some issues with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 with the autopilot. It looks like I'm still on course. I just wanted to double check with you.
Well, I don't think you joined the airway yet. I'll have to see if you get on the airway. So we'll give it here in a minute. We'll see what's going on. American 859, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
I don't know exactly.
United 438, contact Washington Center 133.72.
133.72, yeah, 438.
JetBlue 226, reset transponder, squawk 1030.
1030, JetBlue 226.
Alright, let's hope that we join the airway, because it's going to be a long flight if it doesn't, since we're going to
November 9 Alpha Kilo, contact Miami Center 132.15.
3215 9 Alpha Kilo.
American 450, contact Miami Center 132.15.
132.115 for American 450.
I'm joining the airway.
American 311, turn right, heading of 050 vector sequence.
It's definitely not joining the airway because we didn't hit ETAC for some
American
weird
311,
reason.
turn right, heading 050 vector sequence into Atlanta.
050 for sequence, American 311.
Southwest 2171, turn right, heading 050 vector sequence.
050, Southwest 2171.
November 38 Romeo, contact Atlanta, Miami Center 132.15.
32.15, 38 Romeo.
What I'm essentially going to do is try to vector
November
into
7
the airway.
Delta Mike, the Ocala altimeter is 29990. JetBlue 226, are you going to descend via the TBO 1 arrival, or are you just going to TBO then direct?
We're going to take the ILS 08
I'm going to go direct to Ozena.
via JAR. No star.
Okay, JetBlue 226, roger.
I'll go direct to Ozena.
Check approach, expect affected arrival if you'd like.
Managed.
Alright, JetBlue 226, alright, roger, you're cleared to the Jacksonville International Airport as filed, TBO 1 arrival.
And we're going to set up our directs next direct, which is Laney. We might have to do this manually. Try to figure out what's going on afterwards.
Okay, sir, so now you're telling me you can fly it, so you could, but now you can't?
Well, I thought I could, apologies, I just checked that I cannot.
Okay, JetBlue 226, roger, cleared to the Jacksonville International Airport as originally filed.
Cleared Jacksonville Airport as originally filed, apologies, JetBlue 226.
And there's somebody else checking in over like 500 times, who was that? Okay, well, me doesn't help. What's the call sign? What is it again? FedEx 609, Jack Center. Where are you coming from, sir? Myrtle? Okay, sir. It's FedEx 609. I haven't been tracking you, sir. I have no idea where you are or what you're doing. It's 609, is it? Okay, sir, there's no flight plan filed for you, sir, so file your flight plan, call me back. American 311, turn left heading 360. American 311, turn left heading 360.
311, 360.
Southwest 2171, turn left heading 350.
350, 2171.
All right, FedEx 609, I have your flight plan. Your clearance is on request.
Overspeed. Oh, why is that?
American 311, clear direct Larry.
Direct Larry, 311.
Southwest 2171, clear direct Larry.
Direct Larry, Southwest 2171.
Southwest 2070, what's your Mach number going to be? Southwest 2070, maintain Mach .79 or greater, please.
Mach 79 or greater, 2030.
American 311, Mach .79.
We're at Mach .79 at this moment, American 311.
Southwest 2171, Mach .79.
.79 for 2171.
Delta 5233 with you, flight level 300. Delta 5233, Jacksonville Center, roger. November 6 Tango Mike, contact Miami Center 132.15.
132.15 for November 6 Tango Mike, good day.
November 7 Delta Mike, contact Jacksonville approach 127.0. November 7 Delta Mike, contact the Jacksonville approach 127.0. November 707 Delta Mike, Jax.
12510 for 070 Delta Mike.
November 7 Delta Mike, at frequency 127.0.
127.0, 77 Delta Mike.
November 265 Kilo, are you on this frequency? FedEx 609, clearance available, advise ready to copy.
Just gonna check real quick if Washington Center is online.
Well, just let me know if they don't answer, I'll let them up. Or just drop them, for God's sake, I'm so sick of their conflict alerts. FedEx 609, clear the Raleigh-Durham Airport as filed, maintain 1000, squawk 1007.
Well, it looks like New York's offline.
Squawk 1007 for FedEx 609. FedEx 609, need you to do me a favor and talk a lot louder when you transmit. I can barely hear you. And your readback is correct. Let me know when you're ready to taxi your Myrtle Beach. The Myrtle Beach altimeter is 3008. You can plan runway 36.
Alright, well, it looks like New York Center's offline, so... I mean, for the most part,
November
DC Center's gonna
265 Kilo, you on this frequency?
bring us in anyway once we're over DC, so we're good to go. Might as well practice the landing. I will fly the arrival and the runways based off of the winds, which whatever JFK has open already. I'll look that up on ForeFlight.
JetBlue 226, descend to maintain 10,000. The Jacksonville altimeter is 29903.
Okay, JetBlue 226 down to flight level 10, 10,000, altimeter 29903.
Jacksonville Center, low November 265 Kilo is flight following to Orange Beach.
Or 265 Kilo Jack Center. If you guys can please just separate yourselves a little bit. All I hear is a conflict alert continuously in my ear, and I'm going to have to drop you. And if you want flight following, just have your wingman just separate some. I just can't deal with it anymore.
Okay, well, we'll just go and cancel flight following then since requested Daytona.
All right, you do need to call me before entering you're going down to Ormond Beach. Just remain outside the Class Charlie. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR frequency change approved.
All right, Squawk VFR frequency change to advisories approved November 265 Kilo.
JetBlue 226 contact Jacksonville approach 127.0.
126, JetBlue 226.
Jacksonville Center, good evening. Delta 241, descending 8,000 up there.
Delta 241, Jacksonville Center, roger. You can plan the visual approach runway 35 left at Orlando. Advise when you have Aegis Golf.
Plan visual 35 left, Delta 241.
Right into Lurks.
FedEx 609, you need to reset the transponder to 1007.
Milo. I can go direct Dixon once we get around Lurks. So I'm going to go direct.
November 29er Delta contact Atlanta Center 132.907. Good day.
Essentially, I'm going to go direct here, which should realistically put us on the airway. So the AR-23, we should
November 29er Delta, you still on frequency?
Yeah, we should really definitely be able to hit that from Lurks. It's a direct heading.
November
right
829er Delta, Jack
Dixon.
Center.
And after that, I'll let the autopilot take over, and we'll go from there.
FedEx 609, runway 36, taxi via Bravo. The Myrtle Beach altimeter is 3008.
Runway 36, via Bravo, FedEx 609.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 1819 at 13,000 for 15,000.
Delta 1819, Jacksonville Center, roger. Call and maintain level 340.
After flight level 340, Delta 1819.
Delta 1819, turn left heading 270, vector sequence.
270, Delta 1819.
Delta 241, I didn't hear you, sir. Do you have information golf?
Information golf,
Roger. November 937 Tango Bravo, you on this frequency?
Jacksonville, 3364 heavy, flight level 370.
Sorry, who was checking in at 370?
It's Giant 3364 heavy.
Giant 3364 heavy, Jacksonville Center, squawk 1023.
1023, Giant 3364 heavy.
American 311, descend and maintain level 340.
Down to 340, American 311.
Southwest 2171, descend and maintain level 340.
340, Southwest 2171.
Delta 1819, turn right heading 360.
360, Delta 1819.
November 143, Papa Tango, you're checking in, sir? November 143, Papa Tango, was that you checking in?
It was 937 Tango Bravo.
November 937 Tango Bravo, Jacksonville Center, roger. The Orlando altimeter 2989er, Daytona is landing 9er, correction 7 left.
937 left for Daytona.
Southwest 2070, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
132.97, Southwest 2070.
Delta 1819, clear direct Larry, resume on navigation.
Direct Larry, Delta 1819.
Delta 1819, 280 knots in the climb and Mach 0.78, please.
Mach 0.78 or 280, Delta 1819.
No, so 280 in the climb, and then when you transition, Mach 0.78, please.
280 in the climb, then transition to Mach 0.78, Delta 1819.
November 3, Papa Tango, did you make it on frequency? American 311, contact with Atlanta Center 132.907.
Over to Atlanta, thanks for being on, great job.
Thanks a lot, man. See you, Johnny 3364, your radar contacts 200 miles northwest of the Buns intersection, maintain flow level 370.
370, yeah, 3364 heavy, thank you.
November 7, Tango Bravo, pilot's discretion, maintain 3000.
3 Jacksonville Center, American 545 to flight level 150.
November 7, Tango Bravo, get stepped on, main pilot's discretion, maintain 3000.
Down to 3000, 7 Tango Bravo.
Delta 241, fly heading 330, descend to maintain 3000.
330, descend 3000, Delta.
And there was somebody checking in unanswered, who was that?
This is American 545, again, good day, sir. Nice to talk to you again. Checking in at flight level 150.
American 545, Jacksonville Center, climb and maintain flow level 250.
250 for American 545.
November 143, Papa Tango, did you check in?
Jackson Center.
Yeah, whoever's checking in, it's all garbled.
Citation 143 Papa Tango, we're with you at for the Miami.
November 143 Papa Tango, Jack Center, roger. Did you just want standard routing down there?
Yeah, just give me whatever approach you want.
Okay, November 3 Papa Tango, you're clear the Miami International Airport, direct the Ormond Beach VR Oscar Mike November, Annie 3 arrival.
Roger, the Annie 3 arrival for citation 143 Papa Tango.
Or 3 Papa Tango, reback correct. Or 3 Papa Tango, the Daytona Beach altimeter 29901.
0, your IFR 2 Fox.
Okay guys, so everybody's stepping on everybody. November 3 Papa Tango, readback correct. The Daytona Beach altimeter 29901, and I've got a transponder here for you. Reset transponder, squawk 1022.
102 for citation 143 Papa Tango.
Delta 241, descend to maintain 1,600, intercept the runway 35 left localizer.
Descend 16,000 and intercept west localizer 35.
Delta 241, the altitude 1,600, not 16,000.
1,600.
Delta 915, were you checking in?
Affirm, Delta 915.
Delta 915, Jack Center, descend via the OD01 arrival, runway 8 transition, Jack's altimeter 29903.
Alright, we'll descend via the OD1 arrival.
And who else was checking in?
Speedbird 11 Heavy.
Speedbird 11 Heavy, Jacksonville Center, hello. Clear direct, you're good for now, just stay on your route.
Down, Roger. Can we have 10 minutes away from comms?
That's approved, let me know when you're back.
Roger.
Alright. We're gonna go direct to Dixon soon.
Delta 5233, can I step away for 5? Delta 5233, that's approved, let me know when you're back.
So that is, we are on the airways, and we're going to make a direct to
Southwest
Dixon.
2171,
We can
contact
ignore
Atlanta
these
Center
because as long as we fly the
132.97.
airway,
Good day.
we're going to be in compliance with our flight plan.
3297, thanks for the ATC. You guys did great tonight, Southwest 2171.
Thanks, see you later.
I'll do it at about 2 miles, get the right vector in, and good to go.
Takeoff at KMIA runway.
FedEx 609, flight runway heading, runway 36, clear for takeoff, winds calm.
Okay, so I went direct
FedEx
Dixon.
609, flight runway heading, runway 36, clear for takeoff.
FedEx 609.
Let's see if we are on the
runway 36 cleared for takeoff.
correct.
Delta 241, let me know when you have Orlando International in sight.
Yeah, still inside, Delta 241.
Delta 241, cleared visual approach, runway 35 left.
Visual approach, 35 left.
Okay. So, on Navigraph, essentially to head to, on this airway is 019er from Milo. So
Delta 1819, contact Atlanta Center 132.97, good day.
Path, and we're intercepting Milo.
3297, have a good night.
We're
Delta
going
1819.
direct Dixon. So what does that mean? The airways, essentially, there's certain waypoints in airways that
Delta 241, winds 1008, runway 35 left, clear land.
that they create these highways in the air. So essentially, we're following the course 019er.
November 7 Tango Bravo, clear
Course
direct
here
Meyer,
is
intercept
019er.
the
So we're heading that way. That's how I'm supposed to head. So if this ever happens to you, it is your responsibility to fly the flight plan that you filed. Otherwise, advise ATC that you have an issue. Request vectors, either to a fix or they'll give you direct to a nav aid. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's a VOR or a nav aid. It's one of them. Request direct, put in your computer exactly how I did it. If it's not on your flight plan, like some of those were, you type it in to the MCDU, hit direct, and then you click that, and then this button, insert. That will essentially fly the flight plan manually. However,
the Tampa International
you
Airport,
can't do that
direct the
if
Orlando
you don't
VOR,
have charts.
Oscar Romeo Lima.
Because I have the
Date,
charts, and
arrival.
my plan was already written pretty much in a visual basis for me. I can do this quote unquote manually and have the autopilot fly it
Papa Tango, reback correct.
as I directed.
Just turn right heading 200
Usually the
now,
flight
and
computer will just
when
go
able
from
direct
waypoint
Orlando.
to waypoint to waypoint. I don't know exactly what happened when we got a direct and then it went there. Also, the issue is I didn't really check the flight plan beforehand. It looked right to me. I was trying to rush and get the ETC in, which I should have done. But
Speed Bird 11, Roger. Just need to give you an odd
that being
altitude.
said,
I
it
give you
doesn't
41 or
need to
39.
derail your entire flight.
We'll go up to
You
41
can
for Speed Bird 11.
plan this along
Speed
the
Bird
route,
11, be right to
do
call,
everything
maintain
together,
level 410.
plot each point until you get to a point where the plots start to
FedEx
make
609,
sense,
radar
which is,
contact,
I
call
know
maintain
this,
1000,
this
say your
corridor of
altitude.
airspace I've flown multiple times, both online and offline, and this is right. So I know that these waypoints are going to correlate to that. And we're going to be so close to New York that if I get into trouble
FedEx
again,
609, Roger, call
be
maintain
transparent with
1000,
ATC.
clear direct 6N, resume on navigation.
And have them give you vectors to the waypoints. It is a little bit more work for them, but if you can figure it out in between waypoints, it's great. It's happened to me before, again, usually on an East Coast flight. Center, having trouble with flight sim, can I get a vector? They'll give you a vector. We'll advise we're ready to continue the flight plan.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't just do that on your own.
If that's fixed,
you can ask to do that, but that's fine. Descend and maintain 14,000 of 3 Papa Tango.
Yeah, so as you can hear on the ATC audio, there's a lot of people that are probably new since they just fixed Microsoft Simulator. I'm just assuming here that don't really know how to work things out. And, you know, it is a learning process. ATC on VATSIM is very good. If you're new, say it on your notes in your flight plan and essentially let them know, hey, it's okay. They're there to help you. You know, it's not like you're going to get yelled at or you're going to get in trouble. They're there to help you, obviously within constraints, but knowing that you're able to have these options mid-air will help it will help
Thing
you
about
fix a problem on the
1600.
spot or request a disconnect and figure it out later.
Delta
But,
4,
you know,
241 straight ahead, Hotel 3 to the ramp. Good night.
Texan Center, American 1080 level 312.
American 1080, Jacksonville Center, roger. Giant 3364, it looks like you missed the show. Miami offline, leaving my airspace. Radar service is terminated. Change to advisory frequency is approved. Good night.
3364, see how
we're probably gonna get a. We're probably gonna get 133.725 for DC Center. I'm gonna set that
sorry,
now.
I couldn't hear whoever was calling last. You could just increase your vocal volume twice as loud, please.
133. 725. ATC is probably getting bombarded.
7109, Jack Center, the roger.
Like
descend via the OD1 arrival, runway 8 transition, the Jacksonville altimeter 2903.
Pilots that have done this a while that are pretty confident in it, so you can kind of tell who's new and who's not. It seems like a lot of new people. Control is doing a great job. We're probably going to get it off to DC.
Alpha Papa.
So, DC Center is
133.75. Alpha Papa, Jacksonville Center's altitude.
978 Alpha Papa with you at 3,500.
So all we have to do is switch it here. Sometimes I haven't switched it here because I can do it on the pilot app. Just for expediency, I do that, and I knew that I was having an issue with the control, so first, get control of the aircraft, contact ATC, let them know what's happening.
FedEx 609, I might have to restart the flight due to an autopilot issue. Autopilot is not activating.
Okay, no problem, sir.
I'll be back momentarily.
Or 3 Papa Tango, you turn it toward the Orlando viewer.
Yeah.
It's probably Microsoft Flight Simulator. Again, a lot of issues with the sim. Also, a lot of newer users on VATSIM. So
just turn right heading at 200 when able direct Orlando.
Pretty hectic environment, based off of what I've seen and what I've heard. Alright, we're going to check Navigraph real quick. We should be closing to DC's airspace. So, he's probably just waiting on a handoff confirmation from DC.
November 6 Alpha Sierra, contact Washington Center 133.72. Good night.
33.72, November 6 Alpha Sierra. Great job.
Thanks, man, too.
Guy was doing a great job. Like, insanely good, considering the seems like a lot of newer users, including me, on him, but he definitely did great. These guys do a very good job.
Over calling Washington Center, 01/5.
Okay.
Washington Center, Unit 438 is full stop on runway 5 right at Durham International. I don't know if you want me to taxi or what.
Unit 430, welcome to the rally down left on Alpha 5. If you can have a taxi to the gate, have a good night.
Roger that, taxi gate scan. Which one was it? What I said?
Washington Center, 22485, boarding, runway 30, runway heading 301, 22485.
China 2485, we're to contact climb maintain for level 340, proceed their low zone navigation.
Resume navigation, flight level 340, 245, confirm, direct to Lima Oscar Uniform, Lima Uniform, 245.
China 2485, slow loop.
Okay, low loop, 245.
Washington Center, good evening. November 616 Alpha Sierra with you, flight level 350, direct DIW.
Number 616 Alpha Sierra, Washington Center, good morning.
Washington Center, this is Delta 1966 requesting gate check.
Good morning.
Delta
I don't know,
1966,
wouldn't
Washington Center,
consider midnight good morning, but it's actually a lot. I'm sorry I was talking through ATC. I actually wanted you all to hear how the interactions go, but Just a quick recap. Back earlier in the flight, I had an issue. For some odd reason, the autopilot was essentially going around in circles trying to backtrack, from what I can tell. So, if you're a new VATSIM pilot and...
China 222, heavy, wind 1104, right, cruise, clear for takeoff, fly right heading.
I'll also stop talking when they announce so people can hear it.
American 1880, wind 1907, right, 1107, right, 1, clear to land.
21, clear to land, American 1880.
China 222, Washington Center.
Go ahead, China 222.
China 222, heavy, wind 1104, right, cruise, clear for takeoff, fly right heading.
I'm entering Real, have takeoff, runway heading, China 222.
Washington Center, this is Delta 1966, requesting engage check.
Delta 1966, Series 4x5.
Washington Center, Delta 1966 is requesting taxi clearance to 19 left at Dallas International.
Delta 1966, we're cruise taxi at Zulu Yankee 11.
Zulu Yankee 11, Delta 196, thank you. Washington Center, Delta 1966, can I request departure from 19 left?
Delta 1966, you want to take runway 19er center?
19 center is good.
Delta 1966, runway 19er center, taxi at Zulu, Zulu 1.
Zulu, Zulu 1, thank you.
So what I just did was I checked to make sure that we're pretty much programmed for the arrival, and it looks like it. What I will do now, since we are probably about...
China 222, that should be a low climb maintain for level 340.
Say about an hour, 15 out.
Maintain 340, China 222.
I'll look up the
China 222, proceed to array main, resume navigation.
JFK.
Yeah, we are set, already set.
China 222, proceed to array main.
Procedure is Bravo Uniform November Zulu Zulu Chi, translation Remy. China 222, we are now meeting runway heading.
China 222, Jufei Reme.
Direct to Reme, Sax, China 222.
Alright, so...
An American 1880 is...
We can do 22 left, 22 right, 04 right, 04 left. Runway is closed for 13 left and right, 31 left and right. Based off the winds, we're going to take runway 4... I'm just deciding whether we're going to do left or right now. I think I'm going to do runway... Let's pull up the airport first, so we can make a better decision. So runway 4 left is a longer runway, and we can probably have an easier taxi to the gates from there versus runway 4 right. We can turn right. We can turn left. Probably after landing, we'll turn left on Foxtrot gate. We're good. So it's also a longer runway, just in case anything happens. Been having some issues with the autopilot, so if we're high, a little bit high, Then
GPS 232, leaving our space, in distance, cylinders offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, have a good night.
So from unit contacts, help us in next time. You 252, have a good morning.
Good morning. United 468, New York cylinders offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, have a good morning.
Going to advisory, United 468, good night.
yeah, so it's 12,000 feet.
Washington Center, Delta 1999, holding short of 19C at Dallas International.
Delta 1966, wind 1104, range 19 center, clear for takeoff, flat right heading.
Fly runway heading, clear takeoff, thank you.
Spirit Wings 1173, request descent to flight level 200.
Spirit Wings 1173, say again.
Requesting descent down to flight level 200.
Spirit Wings 1173, descend to field 3, arrival of the Philadelphia altimeter 3023.
3023 for Spirit Wings 1172.
Alright, what's going on right now? Thing's acting weird. But anyway, what I was saying was I just programmed 04 left. It is a longer runway, so...
And did you say descend? I didn't hear you before, my bad.
Spirit Wings 1173, descend via the field 3, arrival of Philadelphia altimeter 3023.
Descend via the field 3, arrival for Spirit Wings 1173.
Yeah, so 12,000 feet. In case we come up high, we have plenty of runway to work with. That's probably going to be our best bet.
Washington Center, Clipper 301 on the ground at Dulles. Information, India on board, IFR to Atlanta.
Clipper 301, Washington Center, Clemson, request on number 1.
Cleveland Center, Delta 1966 at 2500 and climbing to 5000.
Delta 1966, Washington Center, recontact, climbing to flow 340, when will proceed to flash, resume navigation.
C2 flash, resume navigation, thank you.
Yeah, so looks like everything is good to go. Everything's programmed. We're going to do that. So while we have some time, we don't leave Washington Center's airspace for a while. So I'm going to try to, yeah. So Washington Center's jurisdiction essentially ends here. Typically the handoff is somewhere around here if they're online. So, you know, it's going to be a little bit different, but sorry, I just wanted to read what that was. What the only difference is we're just going to do this now, and I'll just stop if ATC clocks so everybody can hear it. So what I'll do, since we're set up for ILS 04, I'll pull up the charts. Okay. We're going to enter in our runway. I'm going to do ILS 2, I'm sorry. Yeah, ILS 04 left. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 04 left. Alright. We pinned that there, so we have that. So now we have the approach. I'm sorry, we have the arrival, the approach, and the airport information. Yeah, so this is getting there, essentially, from your cruising altitude, setting up the aircraft, and descending via these restrictions to a point where it'll get the aircraft where it needs to be for an approach to the runway. So the approach is, I closed Navigraph, so I'm gonna go back up again. Alright, so the arrival gets you there. The runway heading, so essentially when you get done with your arrival, you're going to hit your approach. So the approach is essentially some procedures that the autopilot will take, or you, if you're flying a different plane, to get down to the altitude where you can capture the signal to land the plane. Your localizer and the glide slope, which hasn't been working on Microsoft Flight Simulator, it'll give you these points, and it'll give you a reference of, I need to be here by this altitude, I need to be here by this altitude, this is the final approach course, this is our decision height, this is how long the runway is, this is also the frequency. So if Kennedy Tower was online, New York Center for VATSIM pretty much they do follow what they use, so I believe these are the right ones even on VATSIM. Your final approach course, which we're going to take a look at. Crystal, 1,500 feet. ILS decision height, decision altitude, and decision heights. We're going to put that into our perf page. So we're going to do 223 for the decision altitude and 210 for the decision heights. What's the difference? Okay. One is a radio altimeter, and one is by barometric pressure. So essentially, we change that around. They'll give you an altimeter setting, and they'll change the altitude depending on the air pressure. So that essentially is the altitude above sea level, and then there's something altitude above the runway, which is what that radio altimeter is doing, because you obviously want to know what runway you're landing at and what height it is at, or how far away are you from it. So this is where, from what I understand, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, where the decision altitude height means. It's like, you know, your altimeter at 223 feet, radio altimeter 210. Now, the decision is whether to continue or approach. There's certain minimums that you need to maintain, and they are here. Again, I'm still learning these, so don't take what I say exactly as 100% correct. You know, I'm still learning, but from how I understand it, that's essentially why we put these numbers into the MCDU. 223 and 210. Our landing configuration is configuration number 3. Based off what I've seen, it'd be full flaps. I haven't gotten the timing done right, but you know, we'll work on it. The altimeter setting we can get through the ATIS. ATIS is not online at JFK, so it'll actually show up here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go on ForeFlight, and I'm just going to get the numbers there myself, because again, the real life with Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's real world weather, and the ForeFlight weather report is accurate because they take it directly from the ATIS and they give it to us here. So the weather is, last time it updated was 11:51 Eastern, 23:51. So we're gonna get an update again by the time we land. So we'll double check that. But for now, I'll show you how to enter it. QNH, that's your altimeter setting. Altimeter at Kennedy Airport is 20.30.26. So we enter that in. Click here. That's it. From what I've seen in other videos, this is supposed to have the full numbers, but for some reason it just rounds. Temperature at Kennedy is 16 Celsius, 61 degrees. It's actually pretty, it's a nice cool night.
152, New York is offline, Mars Unicom 122.8.
Yeah, they just said New York is offline, so
Delta 24,
we're gonna fly this as if
offline,
ATC is contacting ATC. I've done it before. I don't remember exactly how it is, but kind of give you a good idea what it is. So the wind is 050 at 5.
November 3038 Charlie, at your discretion, set to maintain 3,000.
Transition altitude. For United States, I've never seen anything under 18,000 flight level 180.
Charlie, Washington, if you read it.
But it'll show you here on the chart what the transition altitude is 18,000 feet. Flight level 180. So we're going to put 18,000 feet.
3038 Charlie, say again.
Done.
3038 Charlie, at your discretion, is going to maintain 3,000.
So we've taken care of approaching LaGuardia. I have a feeling that.
November 2385 Bravo, do you have an approach request, or do you want to do a visual approach?
It's pretty clear. We'll just do a visual.
November 85 Bravo, Roger. You can expect a visual approach into Plymouth.
Expecting visual runway 01.
Washington Center, Clipper 301, come up on Zulu, ready for taxi.
Clipper 301, runway 30, taxi via Zulu, Yankee 11.
Zulu, Yankee 11, Clipper 301.
Alright, so I saw a video on this where they're just verifying the ILS frequency. So it's 110.9er, and here it's 110.9er. It's ILS, which is ILS here, 4 left, 04 left.
Number 3028 Charlie, do you have an approach request?
So that looks like it's right. I'm gonna check. I think this needs to be 44, but we'll just note that as 31. Can I change that? No, I can't change that. So it's gonna be interesting to see if this works out right, or this is the wrong number, but the simulator's just gonna land it anyway. I'm gonna try it for Cat 3.
I'm sorry, I can't hear that. Can you repeat that, or text me, or 3038 Charlie? 3038 Charlie, disregard. 3038 Charlie.
It's an ILS, so we're gonna try Cat 2 or 3, I believe. It says it on the primary flight display, but I just don't know. Again, this has been pretty buggy on the approaches. I know 04 works at LaGuardia, runway 04. I do know that 22 in LaGuardia is off to the left by a good amount, where it'll try to establish, it sort of establishes, it heads to the left, you have to turn autopilot off, you gotta correct it, and then you have no glide slope for some reason either. Again, I could be flying it wrong, but I've gotten glide slope on 22 before, I've gotten glide slope on 04, and I've never had it not show up. So that's my only issue with that. Still trying to figure it out, but we will take a look.
Washington Center, November 235, Bravo, cancel IFR.
November 385, correction, November 2385, Bravo, Roger, IFR cancellation received, squawk VFR, fin, would you change approved, good night. November 2385, Bravo, IFR cancellation received, squawk VFR.
Squawk VFR, frequency change for 85 Bravo. Thanks, have a good one.
You too.
Washington Center, Clipper 301, hold short 30.
Clipper 301, wind 110 at 4, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Clipper 301.
And good evening, Washington Center, Delta 2018 with you at flight level 370, just about to cross over Carly.
So 2018 Washington Center, good afternoon, or good morning rather.
Yes, it is morning for you guys already.
Washington Center, Clipper 301, airborne at 2.3.
Clipper 301, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000, turn left direct Butters, resume the departure.
10,000, and what was the turn instructions, please?
Clipper 301, proceed direct to Butters and resume the departure procedure.
We don't have Butters loaded up. Can we get vectors to another fix?
Clipper 301, just want to verify you're on the clutch 2 departure?
Yeah, clutch 2, but the full thing's not in FS 2020, so I had to manually program it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. How about 301, left turn direct to clutch, resume departure?
Yeah, clutch is fine. We'll go direct clutch.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys heard that. Some of the approaches and departures aren't fully programmed in MFS 2020, so we had to do it manually. So definitely always worth it to have your charts.
Metro 1977, sent via the Chilsea 6 arrival. Charlotte is landing to the north, and the altimeter is 3014.
We will descend via the Chilsea 4. We'll plan on landing north, probably 36 center and 3014 for Metro 1977.
Yeah, so
DC Center, November 3038 Charlie.
November 3038 Charlie, go ahead.
So apparently you made a mistake in my fuel calculations, and I'm gonna have to divert to Norfolk. That's Kilo Oscar Romeo Foxtrot.
November 3038 Charlie, roger. Norfolk is directly at 12 o'clock and 5 miles. Do you have it in sight?
I do have it in sight.
November 3038 Charlie, roger. Make right close traffic, runway 5.
Right traffic, runway 5. November 3038 Charlie.
303 Charlie, thanks. Just let me know when you're midfield downwind.
Say again for November 303 Charlie?
303 Charlie, just let me know when you're midfield downwind.
Roger that, November 303 Charlie.
Clipper 301, climb and maintain flight level 210.
210 for Clipper 301.
Delta 2018, report estimated flight level, time, and Mach number over 34 north 070 west.
Alright. So, if you saw, I was just doing a few things there. I was checking our flight plan over here to make sure that it correlated with the charts that we filed with VATSIM ATC. So it is working out that we're fully programmed. I don't know exactly what happened.
Spirit Wing 1173, was that for us?
Negative. For Delta 2018, report estimated time, flight level, and Mach number over 27 north. Sorry, over 34070 north.
Yeah. Anyway, what happened when I took off from Miami was, first of all, I was overspeeding, and the autopilot was checked, everything was managed. So I checked the system, made sure that everything was correct, and the numbers were making sense.
Center November 303 Charlie, downwind of runway 5.
Yeah.
November 616 Alpha, sorry, November 3038 Charlie, roger, runway 5, clear to land, wind 050 at 8.
Clear to land, runway 5, November 3038 Charlie.
Alright, so earlier in the flight, it started just going. The thrust kept going. We exceeded speed limits. Not sure exactly what happened. I left everything alone. I was communicating with ATC. So that being said, we'll look over the videos, figure out what it is. Second issue that we're going to have is the autopilot where we got to direct to...
1173. So for the approach, we're supposed to get vectored into runway 11, but because there's no one there, are we going to be vectoring ourselves?
Sir, we're going to 1173. Yeah, that's going to be the case, unfortunately.
Roger.
Washington Center, Speedbeer 11 Heavy with you, flight level 400. Direct filed IFR to Boston.
Speedbird 11 Heavy, Washington Center, roger, thank you.
And can we step away from the comms for about 20 minutes?
Speedbird 11 Heavy, approved as requested.
Roger, we'll report back. Thank you.
Metro 1977, Atlanta's offline, and monitor Unicom on 122.8.
Over Unicom, thanks for the ATC. You have a good morning.
You as well. Clipper 301, climb and maintain flight level 360.
360, Clipper 301.
Yeah, sorry, so a quick recap, after we took off, I fixed this engine issue, I went manual, it wasn't climbing, I climbed manually, I adjusted speed myself, I took it to auto throttle, I took it off climb power, and just tried to reduce some speed really quick. That issue was fixed, they gave us direct valley, we got to direct valley. I think the problem might have been, I don't know if I touched it, or I just went to the computer, I'll look again, but once we got to around here, we started turning again and trying to recreate the flight plan. At that point, I contacted ATC stating we were having an issue, give us a vector. They gave us a vector, figured it out, I plotted it manually with the charts. Other than that, the flight's been pretty smooth, we're heading to our arrival, and we should be should be a pretty smooth landing. I just checked the weather at Kennedy, and the winds are at 5 knots, 050, so they're not bad. Temperature 61, clouds are scattered at 2800. They're not going to be a factor in seeing the runway, but you know, there is still going to be a lot of issues with Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know, I'm not saying it's a perfect sim. I think all of us have seen all the bugs that happens.
1173. How far are we from the controller?
So, that being said, they're talking. So I muted this. I muted the ATC. So if you're not going to see here, I just want to kind of get that out of the way. Is that the sim isn't perfect. However, based off of what you get between live weather, you know, the ATC with VATSIM, the scenery is amazing. It's really good value for what you pay for. You know, there's a lot of community involvement in it, which for flight simmers that have been doing this a while, from what I've read, that the community has done this for a while. So this is why the community thrives between VATSIM, all the mods. You know, it's self-supporting and self-developing. So to give credit to Asobo and Microsoft, they did a great job on it, in my opinion, the way everything looks. Clearly, I'm not sponsored by them, personal opinion, but I think it really is good. I've played others, and I've played Microsoft Simulator when I was a kid, you know, first flying it, not knowing all of this. But, you know, it has come a long way. VFR is amazing. I fly over New York City on high settings all the time. I haven't really done it to stream just because my system, when I built it, really wasn't built to stream. You know, it was a gaming computer that I doubled as a work computer. Never expected it, and I built it in mind knowing that I wanted to get the perfect specs for this. So it works well. I just should get 32 gigabytes of RAM total, so I'm just waiting for the sticks to become available at the price point I wanted. I just don't feel like paying extra just because it's out of stock at certain places. But it runs fine now. I'm streaming on Twitch. I have the pilot on, I got Discord on, and a couple of other programs. So I'm not really having an issue, so that's the good thing. Definitely need to get more RAM with it and go from there. However, again, VFR is great. I flew over New York City. All the places that I would expect to be there are there. They do need to work on bridges, which I know Microsoft knows about, so I'm guessing they're going to find a way to work on it. But again, level of realism is ridiculously good. If your computer can run it, great. And it's even better on an ultra wide, in my opinion, because just the panoramic view, it's very immersive when you look at it. Yeah, so hopefully this landing goes smoothly. It has been going smooth the last few times I've done that. I've made stupid mistakes. Last night I landed fine, forgot to set the speed brakes. Forgot to set the auto brakes. Instead of reverse throttles, I was throttling up. Just wasn't paying attention, which you really need to pay attention at these critical phases of flight to make sure that everything runs smoothly. Anyway, I landed on runway 4, making right turn taxi, going way too fast. Ended up putting the water in the drink. I mean, putting the aircraft in the water. And it's just one of those things where you're like, come on, you should know better. So the one thing about this, and the good thing about the sim is that you can keep doing the same thing over and over again and kind of get like a good feel of the procedures where you don't have to look at a checklist anymore. Because especially when you're flying with VATSIM, things happen very, very quickly. When you're figuring things out in a non-online environment, it's fine because there's no other traffic. But at that point, if you're on VATSIM and you don't know how to work the aircraft properly, it's just going to make things a lot harder for you, and it's going to discourage you to keep flying it, which almost happened to me. But I decided to watch some YouTube videos, read up on it, and do it. And this is why I do these live streams, so that anybody that is looking for some information on some guide on how a newbie would essentially fly this and learn it. So uploading it, don't even know how many people will watch it, but you never know in YouTube. If it could help somebody out and make this experience a little bit better for them, I think it's a great thing. And it's something new for me to do as well. I've always loved flight, so it's something that I do enjoy. And if you're the same type of person, hopefully this video helps. Again, it is a work in progress, but we all have to start somewhere, and hopefully we can help other people along the way when they're starting to learn these aircraft. There's other parts in Microsoft Flight Simulator that I want to fly. I know the 787 is one of them that I want to do. I know there's projects for the 747 and 787. What I should have done was bought the premium content for the sim, which would have given me the 787, but I was just like, I've flown the 737 in other flight sims before. I was like, it's the A320. It should be the same, relatively speaking, on a size-wise, and I enjoyed flying it. You could pretty much fly anywhere with it, but after you see the scenery that some of these places have, you kind of want to try a different plane. You might want to do an oceanic crossing, which I think VATSIM has events for. I think I've read it somewhere that sometimes they do events that you can cross over to from one area to the other. That'd be cool. And I think you could do it with the A320, but I'd rather do it in a 747 or a 787. If you're gonna really do it, you might as well do that. Fly from here to Dubai. It's one of those things that I probably should have gotten, but I was just maybe like, I didn't really like the other planes. But hopefully, if you can just buy the 787 outright, that'd be pretty cool. You never know. We'll see. Yeah, that's about it. I've only been flying New York, Miami, East Coast routes because, one, you encounter different ATCs along the route. It's relatively short flight. I believe it's 2 hours, 20 minutes. I'm going to check with SimBrief, which should tell us exactly how much it is. So on SimBrief, we essentially have... I'm still learning how to read this. Airtime 2 hours 22 minutes, block time 2 hours. So it's like 3 hours start to finish between taxi, startup. It is a long time to sit in the game, but the airtime's only 2:22. So if you land, you get off the runway, you're done essentially. I mean, you go to a non-movement area, which non-movement area defined as defined in VATSIM is once you're outside into the active taxiways that ground controllers control, you're good to go. Essentially the ramp. Once you get to where the gates look like, you can just shut down and be done with it. I mean, if you want to do the full experience of shutting the airplane down, you can. But for time purposes, for people who don't have the time, hey, you can get this started, take off. If it's not a busy airport, you can get out in 5 minutes, realistically, because it's the way that the non-modded version and default version of the aircraft, you can get out in 5 minutes. Once you're out in 5 minutes, you get the ATC controls, you fly, you come back, you do your landings, you're done. Get off to a non-moving area, disconnect. You can always do that. I do the startup procedures because, if I'm going to sim, I want to know how to do it from start to finish, which is not perfect. But if I'm in a rush and I land, I'll taxi out and I'll quit the game. I'll exit out of VATSIM first and then I'll quit the game because I'm not contacting ATC anymore. So those are certain things that I learned over time that can definitely help people out. Alright, I'm going to put ATC back online again.
I somehow, for some reason, put that in there.
There's no problem. Just if you need any further explanation or anything like that, just let me know. I'll be happy to do it for you.
Thank you, because this is like my first longest flight. The one I did before was like 16 minutes, and that was nothing really.
No worries. Delta 2018, you still with me?
Yep, I'm here.
Delta 2018, thanks. I was trying to reaching out to you a couple of times. Can I have your estimated flight level, Mach number, and time over 34 North 070 West?
Stand by one. I'm just trying to pull it up here right now.
Alright, where is our top of descent?
I don't know, my audio's been kind of acting up on me here.
That's fine, no worries. And November 616 Alpha Sierra, cross hogs, out of maintain flight level 180.
Cross hogs at or above 180, November 6 Alpha Sierra.
6 Alpha Sierra, out of maintain.
Descend maintain 18,000 at hogs, November 6 Alpha Sierra. Okay, down we gotta go down to 18. Cameron for top of descent. Did he call? Okay, that's what I was looking at essentially. I was looking at top of descent, where we would be. So it's Sea Isle. We're at top of descent essentially. So yeah, that's
Washington
right.
Center, Delta 2018. I'm at 370. Mach right now is 0.82.
Yeah.
6,
Boating.
and estimated time at 3470 is going to be approximately would that be? It'd be
Alright, let's just start our descent.
So Washington Center, Delta 2018, should expect to cross 3470 in approximately 0536 Zulu.
Delta 2018, thanks.
Okay, so at our speed, 65 nautical miles away, we're doing about 9 a minute. So we would probably have to descend at 18, 28, 35. So 16, 22. Yeah, actually this 40, wow. 4,700 a minute is a lot.
Delta
We can probably
2018, New York radio's
that
offline,
down.
radio service is terminated, squawk 2000, frequency change to advisories are approved. You have a flight.
We'll go down 3,000.
Okay, Roger that.
Feet a
Squawking
minute. Because
2000 and going over to Unicom. Have a great night. Thanks for the ATC. See you next time.
Take care.
I'll go to manage speed.
DC Center, good after. Good evening. Brickyard 1625, IFR to Philly.
Brickyard 1625, Washington, Roger. Via PTC, stand by.
PDC.
Alright, but it's 40 away. We are at 12,000. 5 minutes. We're going to increase to... No, that's fine. We'll make it. Funny that we got this descent because I was in Orlando, Florida, coming home from from Orlando, Florida, going to LaGuardia, and I do remember that it was around Baltimore that the plane went down. It went down quick, meaning that I've never felt a descent that quickly, usually on a passenger aircraft, and I was like, oh, that's a little fast. It might be this. Going from 350 down to 180 by boat, and that probably is what it was. There was probably some traffic around that we were over, dropped it down quick. But again, I haven't felt that drop that quick in the flights that I've taken from on the East Coast on the same arrivals. But that's interesting. It's what you see in like real life and what you see in the planes versus what actually happens here when you're following a real flight plan. It's interesting what you can see on it. Alright, so Boaton is about, these are 20-mile arcs. So you're looking at about 35 miles away. We have 7,000 to go. No, sorry, yeah, about 7,000 to go. We'll definitely make it at 3,000 feet per minute. This is a little fast. We're gliding down, I want to say about yeah, actually no, it's about 3 degrees, so it's not bad. Let's take a look outside. We'll 20 miles away, 23,000, 5,000 feet. Yeah, we're good. So just to kind of reference where we are, we're in Jersey. So I'm not sure if that's Atlantic City actually. I know Cape May's down there. I don't think that's Atlantic City yet. I think Atlantic City's over there. Or here. Because I know there's Atlantic City Airport. Nope, we're not close to Atlantic City yet. We're by Ocean City.
301, Atlanta Center's offline.
So this is Atlantic City.
122.8, good night.
Right there.
122.8, Clipper 601, good morning.
Figure.
Let's monitor our descent. So Boaton is 20 miles out. We got 2,600 feet to go. Good to go. We'll hit flight level 180 there. While following those charts, I'm going to put the Cameron 4 approach here now. Boaton is here. We have to be here at flight level 180. It's correct. After hogs, we will definitely get a descent to about 11,000 feet at Cameron. Let's go outside. Let's take a look at Atlantic City. That's Ocean City, New Jersey, not Ocean City, Maryland. We are at 18.2. 13 miles. Yeah, we're good. We're probably going to get a descent
11,
soon.
heavy, thanks for reporting back.
I'm saying descent. So we're going to get a descent soon. Yeah, that definitely looks like it. Looks like this is the AC Expressway. There is an Atlantic City airport that I believe the Air National Guard takes off from, and I believe that's that right there. Let's see if we can zoom in more. And granted, we are at 18,000 feet. Yeah, definitely can't see details from this high. I also have the graphics on high right now.
11 Heavy, we're going direct bow.
Because honestly, when you're flying at 35,000 feet most of the time, yeah, there's Atlantic City Municipal. That's where they have, I believe, the Air National Guard. So Atlantic City's gotta be this. I would assume this is like the Borgata Harrah's Golden Nugget, and the boardwalk would be like right here. Well, yeah, obviously. And the hotels and casinos got to be around there. Yeah, it looks like the casinos are right there. There's the pier. Yeah, these look like casinos. And that's the marina area, so that's cool. And we're flying at night too, so that's a little bit
November 616 Alpha Sierra, New York Center is offline, monitor Unicom 122.8.
22-8, great job tonight, November 6 Alpha Sierra.
Take care. FedEx 609, fighting 350, back to your final approach course.
Okay, so Unicom is just an advisory. November 616 Alpha Sierra on Cameron 4 approach for JFK. Nobody's gonna, I don't think anybody's here, but you just kind of say it just so that if there's other people landing, departing from the runway that's not controlled, you kind of know, and you obviously don't, you don't want to make it a practice that you're landing when somebody else is trying to take off. So we're gonna go down to 11,000. We're gonna set the barometric pressure to 29086. So LaGuardia is 30. I'm sorry. JFK is altimeter is at 3024. So make sure we have the right altimeter coming up. We're gonna descend to 11,000 feet. See the difference there? We had to come down a little bit. We're almost at hogs, so I'm gonna start the descent to Cameron as soon as we get past hogs, which is 4.5. So these are crossing restrictions, meaning that at that point you cannot be below the stated altitude, which is flight level 180, 18,000 feet. That's the problem. I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited till we got over hogs and then did it, but you see here, this is where you have to be for the arrival. 11,000 feet already. So as soon as we do that, we should start descending. We're not. Why aren't we descending? Oh, I'm sorry. Can't trust the aircraft to do this. I gotta do this manually. Alright. So we're starting a descent. We're heading down to Cameron. After Cameron, we're gonna computer's gonna automatically decelerate. We're gonna get on our final approach course for runway 04. I'm gonna let the autopilot take over. And then go from there. From what I've heard and what I've seen in the forums on YouTube, majority of pilots will take it for autopilot all the way to a certain height, certain distance, and they'll manually do it. It is possible to land on autopilot with Autoland, but it's got to be properly equipped and certain conditions. I have to admit, I don't know what those conditions are, and I don't know what the equipment is, but I do know that for if you're going to do an Autoland, it has to be set up properly. Unfortunately, with the sim, with the mod, that it's still a work in progress, meaning that it's going to take time to update all the systems. Not exactly sure when you can actually show like a similarity to what airliners do yet, so we'll wait and see on that. Okay. Alright, so some final checks. I checked the ATIS at JFK again. So it's changed a little bit, which it does from hour to hour. So the wind now shifted 10 degrees, so it's now 060, still at 5. And we're just going to put that into there. Temperature still 16 degrees Celsius, correct. Altimeter is 3024. Always update that when you have the proper information. And it looks like it's going to be an easy landing. Wind would be essentially, we're landing in 04 right here. The wind is coming in from here, so it's at 4 knots. It's going to be fine. I mean, it's not going to be an issue at all. Alright, so these are the crossing restrictions. We're at the final, so I'll set this to 40 miles. Cameron, 11,250 knots. Once we make this turn, we'll probably start slowing down. If not, I will slow it down manually. Just to kind of get the idea where we are. We are here. So, Monmouth Executive or Monmouth, New Jersey, be right here at Cameron, which is going to be, what, 12 miles away? So, relatively close. Once we hit Cameron, we're hitting our approach. And from our approach, we're at 044 coming in. Aroka 2000, Crystal at 1500 with ILS. I'm going to do this again, full auto land. I want to make sure we have a baseline of how to do things the right way before I start flying stuff manually. And to be honest with you, it's hard with frame rate drops sometimes in the middle of landing where very subtle adjustments need to be made, and if you're doing it constantly because of stutter, it becomes very hard to do. At least if the lag is coming and autopilot is on itself landing, you know that it's going to get there. So what I've been doing is I've been testing out these runways at JFK and LaGuardia where I majorly fly into or out of, and I see what works and what doesn't. So if I know I got a runway 4 approach in LaGuardia, I know I'm crystal clear. I'll enjoy the view on the way down, and then just I'll take it off autopilot probably around 500 feet. JFK, never had an issue. Haven't had an issue with 22 yet, but I think I had an issue probably with how I program things. So I'm going to try to do this the right way again today, and then, go from there. JFK traffic, November 6 Alpha Sierra at Cameron. Again, nobody's going to hear that, but practice, it's just going to come naturally to you. It's good to be able to enunciate how to speak to air traffic control. Just because you don't fumble. I've fumbled a couple of times here, just like, you want to get rid of ums, you want to get rid of the silence, because other people are actually waiting to talk to them, and they actually have to issue other instructions, so you want to be brief, and you want to get your point across. So that's why I try to say what I'm going to say. So if now we're in approach, approach November 616 Alpha Sierra with you 11,000 feet at Cameron, know that. Most people say flight level 110. That's not the case if the transition altitude is at 18,000. So anything below the transition altitude is in thousands or hundreds. Anything above the transition altitude is FL, flight level, the first 3 numbers. So flight 20,000 feet would be flight level 200. So that's one thing that I notice here, that I do know where technically where you're supposed to say flight level and where you're going to say thousands of feet. So that's one thing that I notice a lot of pilots do, is that they will say, flight level 045 to flight level 100, which, unless a transition altitude was at 300 feet, that's not the case. So it's thousands till the transition altitude, and then it's flight levels after that. There's other things too where, when you're at the border of it, what happens, and I don't know the exact answer to that, but I think it's once you cross it. So if I'm heading up, when I hit 18,000, I'll switch to standard. That'll be a flight level. If it's like flight level 179, be it as it may, once you cross your transition altitude, that's where you keep it. And then the same thing on the way coming down. If you're at flight level 180, keep it until flight level 180 until you descend below that. Once you descend below that, then go to the altimeter setting. Alright, so we are slowing down at our deceleration point to get down to 2,000 feet by a rogue. Once we hit this, I can put the flap speeds down and go from there. I think I'm supposed to put the flaps a little earlier, but let it descend first. Because if I know if I put the flaps out, it's still gonna descend. It's gonna descend again. I'm sorry, it's gonna stop descending till it slows down to that speed. And I forgot to do that again. I thought I was supposed to descend automatically, but again, I gotta look up YouTube and see what's going on with that. Alright, throttles are rolling back. I should have done that a little bit earlier. We'll make it to 2,000 feet. Not an issue. Because we're slowing down as well. We're... what? $205 knots. Slowing. I'm gonna actually increase this descent rate. I don't know what's going on with this thing. This is a quick fix. It really shouldn't be this way, but it's honestly insane how wonky sometimes the flight computers do it. Again, could be me, but sometimes it just behaves erratically. Like, I don't get exactly what's going on. Why it's good to have the charts. It's just more workload for you if the autopilot isn't descending via the arrival, or it's not following the correct approach, altitude, speed, descent. It's just it gets annoying, especially if you're tired. But again, it's a minor inconvenience. You know it's going to get fixed because people are going to complain about it anyway. Jeez. I'm on full air brakes. This is terrible. I'm going to put flaps 1 down. I'm just going to do a quick checklist. ILS approach. Normal positioning, manage speed check. Speed brakes. We'll do that later. Flaps are down. We're going to do medium. Actually, it's a long runway. We're going to do low braking. Auto brake. Rail to adjust. Trick to complete final approach. Approach button FCU. Autopilot 1 to engage. Flap 1 at green dot. My god. So that was flaps 1 at green dot. Okay. We're 10 miles away. We can resume it. I'm gonna turn the speed brakes back off. I'm gonna arm the speed brakes. Alright, speed brakes are armed. Let's get rid of this checklist. Again, I'm online, live, so I always will vacate. I will always vacate the runway just because I'm live. If I'm not live, I'll just disconnect and I'll close the game from there, but... Right now, we are getting to 2,000. We're going to drop flaps 2. Well, that's Empire State Building. It's got to be LaGuardia, right directly 12 o'clock. And our runway is right here. So that's LaGuardia. This is 4 left. Yeah, this is 4 left. That's 4 right. We're going here. So we're about to make our turn. Intercept. Flight director's on. Double check again our... Alright, we're good to go. Crystal 1500, straight in. Alright, I'm gonna put this on my other screen so that I have it. ILS runway 44. And we are gonna turn approach mode. Please tell me we're lining up the right runway. Approach mode on. Cat 3 single. Final approach course is 044. We're probably just trying to intercept it. We'll see in a sec. We got it? Yeah, I think we got it. It looks like it's lining up. Let's check outside. Alright, looks like we're good to go. Alright, I'm gonna do some quick checks real quick. I'm gonna go gear down. Flaps full. Glide slope's active. This looks good actually. I might go manual in a sec. We're almost at Crystal, so... Or Crystal. I'm gonna turn... Autopilot off. Okay, we're lined up. We're a little high. I think that means... 500. A little left. Correcting. Oh, it's gonna be a terrible landing again. No, I got the glide slope. They're gonna be okay. 300. Yep, definitely gonna be okay. Come on, come on. 200. Uh-oh. Alright, that's good. Glide down. Flare. Reverse thrust. Alright, not good, but not bad. Glide slope did it. Alright, so we're gonna get down to 60 knots. Thrust reversers to idle. We're gonna taxi left. Let's put the airport info up. Not gonna put it on screen. We're gonna let left on golf. To the ramp. Alright, I'm gonna put the flaps up. And auto throttle off. Speed brake to going through golf. Wait till I get to a non-moving area. And I'm going to disconnect. I'll go into one of these parking areas at least. Just want to make sure we're completely clear. Alright, yeah, it looks like we're good here. Alright. Well, thanks for watching the stream and have a great night.